When is the right time to right size your parents? Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Velti with the Atria Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, and I'm here to talk today about real talk about right sizing. So when is the right time to move your parents, or at least get them thinking about moving into a style of living that is better for them if they have mobility issues or keeping up the home and those kinds of things. So today I'm going to share some examples of a few clients that we've worked with over the last year that has stayed in their home probably long after the right time to move was, and how we handled it and how it went. And then just some things that we can make suggestions for you if this is something that you're considering, or someone you know is considering moving their parents. So your parents are still in the home that you grew up in. Your childhood toys are still there. All the mementos, your trophies, all the treasures of your childhood are still there. And you're feeling like you're spending more time there than you are at your own home or in your own family. Because you're trying to help them deal with the stuff, with the maintenance, with all the things. So when is the right time? Well, the right time is now. How do we do that? So when you're hitting the point where you're spending more time dealing with the maintenance, the care, and upkeep, when you're helping your parents with their challenges more than you're focusing on your own life, then you've hit the threshold of it's time to get them moved into the right situation. The right situation could be one level living in a townhome, could be a condo. The right size may be moving into assisted living or independent living with the option of then moving to assisted living and then full-time care when the need arises. It really just depends what the needs are for your parents. But clearly, if you're spending that much time helping them with the maintenance, the care, and running their everyday lives, then it's time to make a move to an easier living situation, a less complicated living situation for them. And in the long run, they're going to be a lot happier to be able to make that move. But it's just getting them over the threshold of thinking that it's time to let go of what has been and move into what can be. And a lot of times, once they make the move, they say, we hear it over and over again, I wish I would have done that sooner. I didn't know it would be that easy. And not making light of it, because it's never easy, especially if you've been in your home over 20 years, 40 years. This year we helped a family that had been in their home 47 years. They had built the home, they had raised their children there, helped raise some of their grandchildren there. They had 47 years of life, living, memories, and then all their stuff. And they were overwhelmed with the stuff. And that's what kept them there for so long, truly. They didn't know what to do with it, how to handle it, what they were going to do with it, who would help them do what they needed to do with it. They were just completely paralyzed by all the stuff that they had in their home. So when I initially talked to them, she just said, I don't know how we're going to do this. So we broke it down step by step of what was going to need to be done. And really, it started with, let's just figure out the resources of where we can take care of some of the stuff. Some of the things they sold, some of the things they donated, some of the things they just got rid of because it wasn't anything that anyone wanted to keep or that the donation centers would accept. And so that was where we started with that process. Then from there, when they were getting excited about, okay, this might actually happen, can we start looking at homes? And we started them on a search online and just kind of got them excited so they could keep the momentum going of like, okay, this is really happening. We can really see ourselves moving into a situation which better for us, an easier style of living, that we didn't have to keep up a home that was beyond their means to be able to do it, not financially, but physically. They were in a 2-story home. They had mobility issues. They had long past the time that they should have stayed in that home because they were stuck with the stuff. So continue to help them pare down the stuff, let go of some of the things. And that takes time. For some people, it's not immediate. You can't just walk into their home and tell them, okay, get rid of that. That's awful. Ditch it. I mean, you can't do that. You have to be patient. You have to be kind. And you have to listen to their stories too about their stuff. And that's what we do. We take the time. And if it's not us helping them physically, we have people that we work with that are trained in this and have had the experience of how to help people let go of their stuff. And so once we got to the point where they had let go of all of the things that they needed to so that we could actually get the home on the market, then we went through the process of making the punch list of some of the things that they needed to do so that their home was going to show better, so that we could make it that picture perfect look that we need to, so that when we market the home online, when we put the photos on the MLS, when we're doing the videos and all of the things that we do, that it's going to look great in photos so that buyers can imagine themselves there without having to look past the clutter and all of the things that keeps them from being able to imagine themselves there. So we got to the point of being able to do that with them. We made the repairs that were necessary, did a little paint, replaced some light fixtures, and then got to the process of getting their home. And it kind of hit them. So we needed to take a little pause because the reality really took over, like, we're really doing this. And it felt overwhelming to them. So we took a little pause. They took a little time, and then when they were ready, which was just like a week or two, said, okay, now we're ready. So then we took the photos, we had everything ready, all the marketing, and then we also at the same time started looking for their home. And then that was a little overwhelming because the thought of, oh my goodness, this is really happening. Where are we going? The market was still the multiple offers. One level living is still a very desirable and fast-paced style of living. The market's fast-paced, so the style of living, there's just a lot of people looking for that. So they got a little overwhelmed with that, but we kept them going, and made 2 offers. The first didn't come together only because of timing, but the second one did. And they were able to find the home of their dreams. They kept saying that they couldn't believe that this was happening, and they were really able to make the move. But they stuck with the process, which I think from start to finish was probably about 6 months. So this didn't happen overnight. All of these things that I'm sharing didn't happen overnight. It took time. But for them, when they finally were in their new home and settled, they just said, we wish we would have done this so much sooner. And we hear that so often because when you're stuck in a situation that is no longer serving you, that is no longer right for you, it's so hard to see what the future might be. So let us help right size you into the right situation, the right home for your needs right now. I'm Amy Realty with the Atria Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, here to serve, here to help you make the move when the time is right for you.